Hello, everyone, and welcome to the ADE Excellence in Dental Education Awards 2020. At our annual meeting, we have traditionally celebrated our colleagues' excellence at our awards celebration on the Friday evening in our get together. For the past number of years, this has been made possible with the ongoing support of our colleagues in Dentsply Sirona. While it is of course disappointed that we cannot meet together, ADE is delighted that with their continuing support, we have been able to move the session online and give our colleagues the recognition they deserve. So, a very warm welcome to you all to our first online awards ceremony. These awards are about commitment to dental education and to the ethos and activities of ADE. They are about rewarding those who have shown a passion for everything we all stand for and want to see evolve in dental education. So, without the further delay, I will hand over to Dr. Ronald Görter, who is a chair of the ADE Excellence in Dental Education Committee, to present this year's recipients. Please, Ronald.
Thank you, Ilse, as the chair of the ADA. It's a great privilege. My name is Ronald Gorter from Amsterdam, ACTA in the Netherlands. And it's a great privilege to help you go through this joyful meeting with a spotlight on education. And I'm aware that people from many places, not only in Europe, but also from far away from Europe, for instance, from our friends from Tehran, are currently joining this meeting. So I welcome you all, those with, as you mentioned it, Ilse, passion for education. I think that is what this meeting is all about. But we have education currently in very difficult times, bizarre times. We are happy to put the spotlight on our teachers, some of our teachers. But today's students also go through difficult times. We should not underestimate what they are missing these days. What we call the hidden curriculum, the exchange about everything that is not in the books, social interactions with fellow students who often become friends, they have gone for a large deal. But also interaction with us, their teachers. The interaction with us is a keystone of education. Let's take every possibility for personal interaction with our students, even through these times. From reading portfolios from our students in Amsterdam, I know at first hand how much they value this personal interaction. So now let's turn to the awards. Let me emphasize, the ADA awards are not prizes. There is no competition, but they are just a very nice spotlight on the important person of the teacher. Today we have 3 recipients of the Early Educators Award, and we have 1 recipient for the Mature Educators Award. I will start with the first candidate, and that is recipient. It is Philipp Kanzo from Germany. Philipp, you are from the Georg August Universität in Göttingen, Germany, from the Department of Preventive Dentistry, Periodontics and Caryology. And you have been a teacher for 6 years now. As part of your job, you are educating undergraduate dental students in operative dentistry in both preclinical and clinical courses, treating patients and conducting research. After completion of a structured teaching course by the local division of medical education, research and curriculum development, you received the Göttingen Certificate for Medical Education. Furthermore, you have been working part-time in a private dental office between 2015 and 2018. And you also studied part-time at the Faculty of Business, Economics and Social Sciences at the University of Hamburg for an MBA degree, which is called Gesundheitsmanagement, or in English, Health Management. Your dissertation, by the way, magna cum laude, from Charité Universitätsmedizin Berlin, that's where we held the ADA meeting last year, was on understanding the management and teaching of dental restoration repair, systematic review and meta-analysis of surveys, clearly an educational topic. One of your articles was on students' knowledge about operative dentistry and it was awarded with a scientific award in 2018 by the German Arbeitskreis zur Weiterentwicklung der Lehre in Zahnmedizin. It has also to do with education. Your activities for ADA are growing. You have attended both the 2018 and 2019 ADA annual meetings. Unfortunately, your planned presentation for this year's annual meeting, which was to be held in Strasbourg, had to be postponed. We all hope very much that next year will be the place to be there, Strasbourg. You also serve as a reviewer to educational journals, for instance, the European Journal of Dental Education, which is highly valued. Currently, you focus on education research regarding assessment. It includes scoring of different multiple choice item types, including multiple response items, allowing for partially correct answers. Interesting. And the effect of different scoring approaches upon credit assignment. And you also have managed to find funding for this. You stated, in your own words, I would like educators to make informed choice regarding appropriate scoring approaches and corresponding pass marks to perform more reliable and valid examinations. I believe that our results will lead to fairer examinations in the education of our students. I can assure you that submission of a topic like this will certainly be welcomed by the editorial board of the European Journal of Education, of Dental Education. Dear Philip, I realize that I have not mentioned all you have achieved already during the last 6 years, but I'm convinced that those things that I mentioned are a good basis to be awarded with the ADA Early Educators Award for Excellence in Dental Education. We welcome your further input for ADA. On behalf of the Executive Committee, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And this is the present that will be handed over as soon as we will meet live in person.
Yes, thank you so much for your kind introduction. And I'm very delighted and honored to receive an ADE Early Career Excellence in Dental Education Award. And I would like to thank the ADE Awards Committee for this honor. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Philip. And it's a pleasure to have education in the spotlight on a day like this. So we all enjoy it. All right. Our second recipient comes from Ireland. And if I pronounce her beautiful name well, we introduce Richelle Ní-Riordan. Please, I hope it's right.
Perfect.
You're a colleague from Cork University Dental School and Hospital in Ireland, and you've been teaching for about 7 years now. And your area of interest is in the undergraduate curriculum is in clinical medical sciences and human disease in dentistry. And building on the work you undertook in your MA in teaching and learning, you punctuated the lectures delivered in a module with what you call review sessions. In the early part of the academic year, you focus on demonstrating prior learning from modules such as anatomy, physiology, pharmacology, therapeutics, and pathology in helping the students to work on data interpretation and clinical scenarios relevant to human disease in dentistry. Medical dental interaction, so to speak, I believe. During the year, the review sessions that you organize change to concentrate on case-based learning, fictitious patients with a complex medical or drug history, and defined dental treatment needs. Students work on these topics in groups. Finally, in the later part of the year, the students present cases they have managed in the clinical setting themselves. They demonstrate how the material from the modules has influenced the care provided and provide a reflection on the key learning points for independent practice. Now, that seems to me an excellent example of bridging the gap between theoretical lessons and working in the clinic. And furthermore, this type of teaching and learning lends itself well to a hybrid model of teaching, which will allow continuous continuity during this period of blended learning teaching due to the corona pandemic. Apart from your teaching, you have also made yourself visible in different organizations. For instance, you are outgoing president of the Irish branch of the International Association of Dental Research, Oral Health Research Fellow for the International Consortium on Health Outcomes Measurement, and steering committee member of the World's Workshop on Oral Medicine. You have published and presented on your educational specialties in various papers and at various stages, and of course, including ADA annual meetings and the European Journal of Dental Education. You have followed extensive educational training. For instance, you have completed a 2-year postgraduate diploma in teaching and learning in higher education at the University College in Cork. And you graduated with first-class honors with an MA in teaching and learning in higher education, also at University College Cork. The title of the dissertation was Periodic Review Sessions, a Novel Teaching and Learning Approach. For reasons of time, I have to leave out several other training experiences you have had, but believe me, it was a long list. But I do want to mention that you were nominated for an award of the Research Supervisor of the Year 2020 in Cork. And that, I believe, that must be a nomination by students. I'm not sure it is. So that is a very great token of appreciation. It is with great pleasure that the ADA executive has advised that you should be awarded with the ADA Early Educators Award for Excellence in Dental Education. We hope to see your growing experience to be part of our sessions, either online or live. On behalf of ADA, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm honoured and I'm very grateful to ADE and the committee specifically for the award. And I'm also very grateful to my colleagues both in University College Cork and University College London Eastman Dental Institute for their guidance over the years. I've certainly learned my craft as an educator from the Masters. So I'm grateful to them, and thank you very much again to the committee.
It's well deserved. Thank you. And we all share in, like I said before, the spotlight on education, thanks to you.
Thank you.
Did I show you the symbol already? No. This is what you will receive on our next not virtual meeting.
Thank you very much.
Then we have our third recipient for the Early Educators Award, which is Laura Gartshaw. And from the background, I can see that you're in Liverpool. Yes, I believe so. Welcome, Laura. You are at the University of Liverpool Department of Dental Sciences, which is, of course, in the United Kingdom. And you have 7 years of teaching experience. You are a senior lecturer and honorary consultant in pediatrics dentistry at the University of Liverpool. You completed specialty training via an NHS pathway in 2012. Following a placement as a clinical fellow in Sydney, you returned to Liverpool to commence an academic training pathway as clinical lecturer. And you completed your training in 2016, and you also obtained a PhD in 2017. A pretty busy life, I assume. In 2018, you commenced a year-long fellowship with the Royal College of Surgeons in the prestigious Lady Estelle Wolfson Emerging Leader Program. And in 2019, you were appointed as BDS Program Director, where you are responsible to ensure the delivery, evaluation, and quality assurance of the BDS program. You are also a member of the university's Senate and the Faculty Health Conduct Committee. You are an internal and external examiner for undergraduate and postgraduate assessments in dentistry, and you have responsibility for the organization and administration of the 5th BDS final year examinations. Over the course of the past 2 years, you have been the primary supervisor of 5 undergraduate reviewed publications and of more than 20 undergraduate student research presentations at national and international conferences. And I read an interesting statement you made. You said, dental professionals must demonstrate reflective practice, yet there is a lack of understanding about how students develop this ability. Successful completion of undergraduate dentistry programs, coupled with requirements to accept and act upon continuous feedback, requires students to self-govern with insight and purpose. Academic advisors can create an individualized, supportive learning environment by progressively equipping students with self-efficacy, leadership, and self-management skills. Now, I know these are full sentences, but they are all true. In doing so, an effective academic advisor system can guide the complex interactions between a dental school, dental students, and the academic progress and personal development of undergraduates in preparation for their future careers. I'm really happy about the way you describe this core aspect of dental education. I would say this is what an effective student portfolio system is all about. And it was successful. Students valued the development of innovative educational materials, including video and podcasts, staff interviews, to aid understanding of the academic and personal skills that aid their development. These efforts were raised as a good practice in relation to support of students' voice. Your school is now held as an example of best practice in academic advising by the faculty. Your work was recognized with an award for learning and teaching excellence. You have been and are active at many more stages, too many to mention in this short time. Publications and presentations are part of your professional life, but let me mention only just this one. You are currently the lead researcher for a study entitled Evaluation of Undergraduate Teaching, Assessment and Communication in a COVID Year. I hope you are able to share your findings with your international colleagues through ADA meetings or in the European Journal of Dental Education very soon. We all long to see that. Now, the ADA executive is more than happy to award you with the ADA Early Educators Award for Excellence in Dental Education. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, and thank you for that kind introduction. I'd like to extend my thanks to ADE and the panel for this prestigious award, and also to the team at the School of Dentistry in Liverpool, and in particular to those who are helping to deliver Liverpool's new undergraduate curricula, and also to the Dean, who has been a remarkable mentor to me. Thanks also to my friends and family and colleagues, some of whom are here tonight. Thank you all.
Thank you, Laura. And also this small token will be handed over as soon as we are able to meet.
Thank you.
So this completes the awarding of the Early Educators Awards for this year. And it's very nice to see that 3 persons from 3 different countries have been awarded this year. It's a pleasure to do so. Now, we make a distinction between those who are in the early years of their education and those who are a little bit more grown up. We have labeled that the Mature Educators Award, but I'm never sure if that's the correct label. If we think in Holland it's a land of cheese, and if we think of mature cheese, it means it's pretty old. But let's not think of that for this award, because our recipient for the Mature Award is Carlos Serrano. And I'm very much delighted to know Carlos in person, since he is my colleague from Amsterdam. Hello, Carlos. And you're nothing like an old man, I can assure that. Carlos, you're with the Department of Dental Education Research and Development, Evidence-Based Clinic at the Academic Center for Dentistry at Amsterdam, which is a combination of the VU University Amsterdam and the University of Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Your experience as a teacher is at least 15 years. And today, from 2015 up to today, you are a dentist and teacher and researcher at ACTA. But before that, you have a large experience as a director of dental hygiene program at the Universidad de Concepción in Chile, I think I should say. Also, you were their assistant professor at the Department of Restorative Dentistry, which is also in Chile, and you obtained your dentistry degree in 2004 in Concepción in Chile, where you also, following that, had your master's in healthcare education sciences in 2011 and a prosthodontics degree in 2012. I'm happy you moved over to Amsterdam, because all of this background serves our faculty very, very well. Currently, you're working in Amsterdam, and that may be caused by a grant given by the Chilean government, which gave you the Ministry of Education scholarship for international research, which is a scholarship for international research. So that may have been the cause that you went over the big ocean. Um, your ties with ADA are remarkable because one of the things that you also were awarded with before in 2016 was the ADA 14th anniversary scholarship program. And let me take a brief look at your current educational duties and responsibilities, but maybe also joys. Your educational research, you have educational research regarding virtual reality simulation in dental education and digital dentistry. You have educational research regarding dental education with a focus on the learning environments, learning experiences, and bridging the preclinical clinical transition. You work on development, validation, and implementation of virtual reality simulation devices and training modules for dentistry. You work on educational development and clinical consultancy in prosthodontics. You work on undergraduate preclinical and clinical prosthodontic assessment. You have a mentorship of young colleagues, research projects, and academic development. You work on foreign diplomas on prosthodontics assessment, international training and support for the implementation of simulation and new technologies in the dental curriculum. And you are chair of ADA's Tech Talks Expo, which is to be delivered soon, I think. Yes. And also you have a large experience in being involved and chairing the special interest groups on the transition to clinical training and bridging the preclinical clinical gap, also within the ADA. Throughout your career, you have contributed with several improvement projects within the following areas: clinical chairside teaching, the learning environment, curriculum assessment, development, renewal, and quality assurance, new technologies in dental education, and innovative educational material. In your own words, which I very much like to repeat, these areas within dental education have been a continuous challenge in my experience as dental educator throughout several dental institutions. The focus on students and their experiences, providing transparent and safe educational contexts, are in my opinion the key to delivering healthy, motivated, and successful young professionals. The future in dental education should include safe learning environments where training content is always standardized and available at every level as preparation for clinical performances in close interaction with the clinical technologies available. As a spill of your teaching, you have been active in many areas. You are a visiting professor of the Master's Healthcare Education, Sciences and Prosthodontics degree specialty program in Concepcion, Chile. You are a referee for the European Journal of Dental Education and the Journal of Dental Education. You are a member of the editorial board of the Chilean Medical Education Society. You are a former member of ACTA's Educational Committee. You are a former member of the Curriculum and Accreditation Committee of the Prosthodontics Degree Specialty Program in Chile. You are former head of the Curriculum and Accreditation Committee of the Dental Hygiene Program, also in Chile. And you have authored at least 6 publications on education, and I believe there is more to be expected. You have made regular presentations at the ADA and also the American counterpart, ADEE, annual meetings, as well as multiple national and international congresses with posters, oral presentations, and conferences within the subjects of learning environment assessment, the transition to clinical training in dentistry, bridging the preclinical clinical gap with new technologies and virtual reality simulation in dentistry. And through all these activities, and I have skipped a lot of them because of time, both your students and your colleagues value your dedication and your low threshold approach to education. You are a very well-liked colleague. It is with great enthusiasm that the ADA Executive Committee awards you this year with the ADA Mature Educators Award for Excellence in Dental Education. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ronald. Wow, it's overwhelming to hear so much about yourself, isn't it? Thank you for your kind introduction, Ronald. And I would, of course, like to thank the ADE for the platform they provide us to share our works internationally, and the fact that we can get to know so many inspiring colleagues. I also struggled a little bit with the mature title, but I turned 40 this year, so I'm accepting it already. This recognition is as well a big encouragement for us in these difficult times with Corona, which has had a big impact in our lives and also in our professional life. So it's also very nice for me, and I assume for all of us, to just get an encouragement, just keep up the good work and keep trying to inspire our colleagues and students as well. I must say that as a non-European dentist, this award of this recognition has also a special value for me, because of the possibility to just show what I do internationally and to share it not just in my country, but also here in Europe. So thank you very much for that. And I hope we can have more and more opportunities to collaborate. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Carlos. And as for you, there is a symbol like this, which I could easily hand over in Amsterdam, but I will not, because it's the privilege of our chair, Ilse Akota, to hand over this at the next possible meeting of ADEE. So this concludes the this year's ceremony, of which I'm very happy that through it all we could manage to have it, thanks to our staff in both Dublin and in Porto, who have made this possible. And Ilse, I would very much like to hand over the microphone to you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Ronald. It is heartwarming to see the passion and commitment displayed by this year's recipients. And they join an expanding group of previous recipients that have been recognized by ADEE. And I assume that you will join me if I say that we look forward to follow their careers in the future. And we wish all of you the very much success. These recipients, may I mention that you can expect to hear from the office concerning the arrangements to receive your awards also before 1 year, if you wish. And to bring the session to a close, I would like to thank Ronald and also the members of the awards evaluation who donate their time and this work, and without whom we would not be able to evaluate the applications. Finally, I would like to thank again and acknowledge the ongoing support of Dentsply Sirona. And we can only hope that we can all meet together again soon, where this year's and next year's cohort of award recipients can be recognized in person. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining us, and goodbye.